All right, I thought I would come on here real quick. Of course, I did not listen. I don't see how people sit and listen to that garbage for hours. I really honestly don't. I done did like 4 or 5 important things and I got breakfast cooking. So, of course, I didn't listen to that entire debacle. And I'm not going to respond to every little thing. Only a mental patient would do that. And I don't do stuff like that. And I'm not trying to insult people that have been diagnosed with mental illnesses. And part of the reason why is because I have a lot of respect for people that can at least admit when they have a fucking problem, right? So you good if you've been diagnosed with a mental illness and you're getting help for it and you're taking the medications that you're supposed to take all the time. We can tell that Mike is actually going through a period where he doesn't take his meds at all. He hardly ever takes those meds that he's supposed to take. But I wanted to come and talk about something far more important. And, I feel like people should really, really know. You know, Mike has grossed me out for the past 2 years to the point where if it's ever a rumor that a man eats poop, if a prostitute catches him on the phone, like what happened with Mike, saying shit in my mouth, it's official. I'm going to listen to the situation. I'm going to listen and I'm going to take heed because it is official. And that he enjoys poop so much. Anytime somebody talks about poop that much, anytime, I mean, he's literally fell in love with a woman that pooped on camera. Like and it doesn't matter to me because I ain't never had no real feelings for Mike. You can't be in a relationship with someone, even a friendship with someone that's that dysfunctional. To me, that's a dysfunction of the brain. Um, I personally feel that, hold on, I'm getting ready to step back out there. I personally feel that there's apparently side effects to eating poop. Apparently, there's side effects. I can imagine that something that is literally waste out of the body is supposed to go down in the toilet. That if you eat it, if you consume it, it'll eventually start to fuck with your kidneys, your brain, your heart, everything. It's gonna create health problems, okay? It's going to fuck you up. And that is partially the reason why Mike is fucked up. He loves poop so much that he can't stop talking about it. He loves poop so much that he wants me to be his poop queen, apparently. Okay. And y'all do what y'all gotta do. Okay. But we all know the goddamn truth. He don't know my family. I did overhear some shit of him talking about my uncle being a bomb. My uncle is retired and working. Mike has never worked in his life. This is a fucking fact. He's a non functioning idiot. He's an imbecile. I find it really weird how someone that has never held down a job has the nerve and the fucking audacity to come on here and call other people bums. But this is all he knows. This is all he knows how to do because he knows that he's a bum himself. So I'm not going to keep going back and forth with the monkey. Say whatever the fuck you need to say, Mike. You are a liar. And you know what proves that you're a liar? And we're not speaking to the same audience. And I think that this simple truth is something that black and beef sector doesn't fucking understand. They just know how to hate and be crabs in a fucking barrel. We're not speaking to the same people. We're not even speaking the same language. We're not on here for the same reasons. So there's really no reason for me to had ever went back and forth with any of these people. And they knew that, which is why they were attacking my children, attacking my family, filing false CPS reports and all of that. And this is something that has been going on for years. I don't want to hear nothing that a stalker has to say actually, especially somebody with the problems that Mike has. It's, again, rigmarole. Okay, is what it is, and it's stupid, and I don't let it cloud my mind. Now I feel sorry for anybody that does, for real. Okay, but that's on those people. All I know is that if the monkey continues to talk about me and keep my name alive in that dumbass sector, God is going to get him. That's what I do know. Number one. Number two, there is no Jesus that is going to save you. Number three, I wish y'all whole sector to fail and to shut down. Y'all know the evil that comes out of that group, and it's going to have to. God is taking over. I'm not going to go back and forth and argue with a goddamn mere mortal. I'm not going to do it. That shit is stupid. He wants to go back and forth because it's his only fucking interaction with me. And then plus he's a silly ass piece of shit who's just saying things when everybody just saw me on camera, and you can see how thick and healthy I am. Right? So I'm not even gonna. Hold on a second. All right, I'm sorry. I had to mute real quick because my son came out here, and nobody in my family wants to hear this disgusting shit. But I wanted to say something real quick, something I peeped out about Mike shortly before I left Georgia. You know, when you go to the bathroom and you take a dump, and even sometimes when you take a long dump, you flush the toilet in between dumps. That's what every normal human being does that isn't a fucking monkey. I never forget, we were staying at the extended stay on Bay Circle, and Mike got a room for us. And at this point, he knew I was leaving. And so we was like having a last goodbye hoorah. I never could really smoke weed around him ever. I just never could relax around him. And I'm currently healing my body and my mind and my spirit from that shit. God, it's so fucking nerve wracking. But I never forget, he tells me that he's in the room, and he tells me which room. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on my way. So I walk over there to the room that he rented from the room that he got at the same extended stay. It was, directly across the street or across the way. I walk into the room and all I smell is shit. And I'm like, why does it stink in here? And he's like, I don't know. I'll be right back. He had to go to the car to get, I guess, to go get his blunts or whatever. So I had to pee. Women typically, we have to pee, right? I go in the bathroom and lo and behold, this nasty motherfucker left the shit in the fucking toilet. He did not flush it. The poop, as well as the toilet paper that he wiped himself with, was sitting in the fucking toilet, and it smelled like straight up shit. He literally he stunk up the whole fucking room. So when he gets back, I'm like, why you didn't flush the toilet? I don't know, flush it for me. I'm like, I don't know, flush it for me. Isn't that usually people's knee jerk reaction to taking a shit is flushing the fucking toilet behind yourself? That monkey loves poop so much that he doesn't flush the fucking toilet. Apparently, the smell of poop is a perfume for him, apparently. And this shit has gotten so sick throughout the years. And he's gathered up this crowd of people who are really mentally fucking ill. I don't know. I suspect that a lot of people that follow him like scat. I don't. Okay. I've never in my goddamn life ever. Right. Now and I've never even had to discuss this until I ran into Mike. This has never been a regular fucking discussion for me. Okay. This is obvious to me. And we're just not equally yoked. He can lie all the fuck he wants and tries to make it seem like we have something in common, but we don't. We don't have anything in common. That's a fact. I've been working my whole life. I had my first job at the age of fucking 16, worked in the workforce for 30 years, started my business, became successful, and I did not start having problems and instability until Mike came into my life. It is a violation for Mike to try to instill instability into my life, and he will be dealt with. And coming online every day talking shit is not going to fucking negate what's going to happen. It does not fucking matter. You can come with all the bullshit that you fucking want. Okay? So I think personally, I believe he does eat poop. He talks about it too much. And then also when he refused to flush the fucking toilet, that confirmed it. And then the fact that it smelled like fucking Salpola and he tried to pretend like he didn't smell nothing was even more fucking disgusting. And he left the bathroom door open, almost like he wanted the shit to permeate throughout the fucking room, which for some reason people, and I've read about this, and it is a mental illness, and I don't have that mental illness. I put that on my motherfucking life. I put that on my motherfucking life. May I motherfucking drop dead right now. I ain't in no goddamn shit or urine. Okay? Well, I was curious about golden showers, but not in my mouth. My whole point of that I'm making is that I don't want nothing to do with him. Not in real life nor in fucking social media. That's my point that I want to make. Okay? And he needs to stop. And I think it's pathetic people that are trying to make content about his content. There are no real men on this platform that are running behind Mike. They all have better shit to talk about. So I don't respect that shit. Even bringing me up, knowing what the fuck I was dealing with that abusive ass nigga. Not only that, he's abusive. And we all know it. Everybody in the fucking world that has witnessed this whole debacle since 2013 knows that Mike is a bitter, angry, abusive man. And everybody knows that I am a positive ray of sunshine. I always have been. So I'm getting back to being myself, right? I've never not been myself. I've never not been positive, but I don't want to keep addressing this negative, disgusting shit. And I've taken the proper steps to make sure that Mike's little voodoo doo doo domination shit does not affect me. Because I'm pretty sure that he's tried to dominate me with poop and piss talk. And I think it's utter fucking disgusting. Not anywhere in my sexual energy is there shit or piss. In fact, I like to make sure that my bowels are empty. And by the way, since I've gotten away from Mike, for some reason, I suffered from constipation a lot. And it was weird. It was weird how it was just weird. You know what I'm saying? And now I take healthy poops. Like I'm talking about the whole time. Even before I started having financial troubles, which everybody has that sometimes. People that work. Not Mike though. Mike, every fucking thing has been given to him. He's never worked for shit. This is a fact. While everybody out there grinding, getting their money, getting jobs, Mike has been sitting there being fucking coddled. That's a fact. He don't know shit about real life. And I personally have been surviving on my own. Even, I mean, a woman with kids, you can't shame a woman with kids that works a job and gets food stamps. But I haven't needed food stamps. I quit qualifying for food stamps in 2017. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with food stamps. I think that the government is, really, I think that that's a good thing because, women can't always depend on a man. When you find a man that you can actually depend on, this is a blessing from God. Okay. When a man is responsible, right? He's not calling up to nobody's job. He's not in social media talking shit about women, right? That's a blessing. And I want to focus on my blessing. Yeah. Mike coming into my life was a definite curse. And I've already proven it. The drop in my income, the moment I met him, had nothing to do with people's judgment of me. That was just his energy. He's very impoverished. And that it does not mix with me. It doesn't. I didn't come from poverty. Everybody in my family is very successful. So, and Mike may come from a family where the people are kind of successful, but he's not. And that's a fact. So I'm done talking about it. I've said that like literally at the new year, it should have been done. I'm gonna let the monkey sit over there and look stupid and continuously talk about me with the monkey whore. I'm gonna let him sit over there and look stupid. What else can we do? Okay. So that's literally my last word on it. Okay. As far as the body shaming is concerned, my man has a really nice body. Okay. But I implore the monkey to go live and show off his body without his shirt on. He can't do it. You're gonna see boobs, moobs, not boobs, moobs, which is man boobs, and a big ass goddamn gut because he's not healthy. Okay. I work out every day. I don't have 3 or 4 hours to sit straight nowhere. And like I said, I don't give a fuck about what y'all logic is. Y'all got y'all own little fucking logic. As far as I'm concerned, when I come on here and speak my piece, it's called loss prevention. I don't want my company to lose money. So, because after all, Mike has had to admit himself that I'm the that I make money doing what I do. And he knows that because he's benefited from that before when I bought his bumming ass weed and shit before when we was cool. And I should have never been cool with his motherfucking ass. He ain't got no good sense at all. And everybody knows it. Nobody that has met a person, not even on YouTube. YouTube ain't got shit to do with this. I don't meet people on the internet like that unless it's a client or just somebody that I'm cool with. But I don't even have nothing else to say about the shit. I was gonna make a point. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna rack my brain to give a fuck because I really don't give a fuck. Bottom line is that he took advantage to try to make himself look better. Okay. After I had that eviction that we all knew was happening. Okay. Which by the way was not my fucking fault. I did the best that I could. And he took advantage of that because he's a bum. Mike is a bum. He took advantage of the fact that that happened. He took advantage of it, immediately began to fork over money because he wanted to have sex with me again. I left Georgia doing better. And I don't know what the monkey thinks that he's doing. The only person that is debilitated is him. He's the only one that can't support himself. I can support myself. And he'll never change that. And he would love to because he's jealous. So I'm done talking about it. Okay. And I'm about to get in here and eat these biscuits and eggs and sausage and do what I do. I gotta go.